Alright, boys and girls, today we are going to work on the first steps of our Paul Klee inspired cat. So we're going to be learning about lots of different shapes with this lesson, and we're going to start by drawing the shapes for our cat. So we're going to use a paper plate that we will put in the top part of our paper, and we're going to trace that paper plate, and this is going to be the circle for our cat's head. Now, your paper is actually going to be bigger than what mine is right here, so it will be look a little bit different size-wise, but this will give you a good idea of how to do it. Once we have that circle traced, we're going to make 2 triangles for our cat's ears, one on each side of his head. We are also then going to put a curved line for our cat's body. Let me see if I can fix this just a little bit. Maybe make it a little easier to see. So from here, we're going to put a curved line down to the bottom of our paper, and we're going to do the same thing on this side, just a curved line down to the bottom of the paper for our animal's body. Next step, we will make a curved line here, and this is going to be our animal's collar. And then, because Paul Klee used lots of geometric shapes and abstract type designs and styles for his art, we're going to go ahead and make a line that divides his body in half here. Then we're ready to start working on his face. We will start by putting a triangle right in the middle. This is going to be our cat's nose. To do the triangle, we're going to make it flat at the top with a V shape down at the bottom. Next, we're going to carry this line, this vertical line, straight up, and we're going to go from the top of his head to the top of his nose, and then from the point, we're going to bring it on down. We're also, and actually we're going to go about halfway here. I went a little too far. I need to erase that. So our line's going to go from the point about halfway or 3/4 of the way down. Not all the way to the bottom, because then we have to put our angled lines or diagonal lines to make his mouth. We are also going to make another abstract style line to divide his head. We're going to put one here, which looks a little bit silly right now, but when we're done with this project it will not. And the very last thing we need to do is we're going to make his eyes, but again we are using that abstract, stylized, using lots of shapes for this project. So his eye is actually going to be a square here. We're going to put a square over here. And then we're going to make a diamond in the center, or which really is just another square that's on its point. So we're going to go about halfway, make a little mark halfway on this line, and this line, and this line. So about halfway, and then we're just going to connect those with straight lines. And that's going to give us a nice diamond shape for his eye. We're going to do the same thing over here. So on this top of the square, I'm going to make a little bitty mark halfway in the middle. On this side, a little bitty mark. On the bottom, a little bitty mark. And on this side, right in the middle. And then I'm going to connect those with straight lines, and that's going to give us a nice diamond shape right in the middle. We are not going to make whiskers yet. The whiskers are going to be added at the very end of this project, so please do not make whiskers yet. You can do everything you've seen here, but nothing else. We will stop and we will pick up next time on the next steps of our Paul Klee inspired cat.